trip to Swindon to collect an EASAMS mug from Mikolaj. Yes, past Robin's Corner where GPS test was tested. You won't see it in the light properly, but that's a bit of garden sculpture from June. Down the front drive. It's getting too dark to see very much now. Battle damage on the camper that used to transport Snoopy's robot boat for launch. Well, a couple of months or more ago, he was 2 months at sea. We've just been checking things out. So, in we come. And what follows is a very rough video trail and a few photos of today's trip, coming back through Ascot. And there's the mug and kiss. And Mikolaj found my EASAMS page after buying the mug for very little at a charity. Trying to remember what the name of the charity was. It was in Swindon. Goodness me, here's my memory going from what was said. I know June remembered. Let's go into the kitchen. Hey June, what was the name of the charity shop? I can't remember now.
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army, that was it. Right. So, that's the current news on. They're probably talking about tennis. So now, into the long video trail. Here's the important mug that Mikolaj said, yeah, and there's June, a bit worried, of course. And the key thing I found is that the mug had both EASAMS on it, but also ADKISS. And right, that'll do for that clip. Now, how much did you pay for the mug?
20p.
20p. So that's pretty good profit when you realise that I'm about to give him, it's a bit tacky, but the £1 million note that was the birthday present from Saskia, wasn't it? One of the daughters. Right, give it that. So You fancy that? Yeah.
Lovely,
Yeah.
perfect.
Right, okay.
Perfect.
Well, it was legal tender just after the war, during the marshmallow pan. Yeah, and the Americans were pouring money in, but the Bank of England didn't have any gold. But anyhow, I suppose you want some real currency, do you? Yeah, okay.
All right.
Right, we're going to go out somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll make sure the car's ready for him. Oh, he could offer him sit in the back there, couldn't we? I don't think so. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think that's suitably grand for him. Point out the spot tracker that he could have seen us coming, and when we were outside, if he wanted to. Here we go. He's just coming out. Moonrakers. Welcome to Moonrakers, it says. Right, we're just wrapping up now after time in this nice bar, and we may have a trip to their place coming up at the weekend. So say bye-bye for the moment. So we've just dropped Mikolaj off, and we're just deciding where we're going to go next. So that's the end of what's been the important stuff for today. This mug is what drew us to Swindon to meet Mikolaj, and so now we're deciding where we go next, and I'll put that somewhere safely down there. Yeah. So June's found the route to the shopping centre that we used to go to in Swindon many years ago. So we're off to that. We're on our way back home on the M4, just coming past Thiel, and we're going to drop into Ascot on the way back, pick up a few items of shopping, including peppermints for my smelly breath, and Digby wallets and a few other things, because I was eating bread roll cheese with onions. And the important part of our trip to Swindon, of course the reason for the trip, was to meet young Mikolaj to give us an EASAMS mug. So hopefully the weather will be okay, but we're stopping at Ascot, and then this evening we'll be going to a planning permission meeting to do with what might get built on the car park area, lovely grass area near the Royal Ascot Tennis Club. And June put in an objection for that. One of the reasons we're going along, from my point of view, would be just to observe. So, as I say, we'll be dropping into Ascot, and this video is essentially about Mikolaj and I think I said his name right, Miko perhaps, and EASAMS. Through heavier rain. Thiel is where my dad used to work many years ago at the factory, press steel works, and I guess I was only about 10 or 11 when I would come fishing there on the bottom, I think it was nearby. Yeah, we're going through some heavy rain at the moment. Did notice that there was a sign ahead, got heavy rain, and it said report of obstruction. We'll see. Just about to take the 329M exit to go down towards Bracknell. Somebody's coming up on the inside, so we'll definitely go over. Oh, I see, he's decided to undertake us. Okay, end of trip. We're just coming down to where June and I worked at Ferranti, Western Road, Bracknell. Around Bracknell, towards Ascot and home. Yeah, we're just coming around Bracknell. There's a very big new block.
roundabouts on the way to the Met Office roundabout. We're coming up to the... did you get that?
Yes.
Yeah, we're rolling? Yeah, we're coming up to the Met Office roundabout, and the other side of the roundabout is what was the Met Office that pioneered things like parallel computing and things in the 60s. Here we are, and it's now a lot of apartments. And on the right hand side is the Tech College, Bracknell Tech, probably called something different now, where we used to go for Italian lessons in recent years. Coming up past the Esso filling station to what is known as the Running Horse roundabout, after the pub on the other side, which is the Running Horse, and that's where in recent years there's been get-togethers of grumpy old men who used to work for Ferranti. Coming up to it's rolling there. The roundabout with Martin's Heron.
No. Crossroads.
Just come in past the Royal Foresters. I better go past where we had our wedding reception over 51 years ago. Okay. Ascot now, the roundabout with the memorial horse, and the hospital that's been changed on the right. Probably going to be apartments or something there. In fact, the sun is starting to come out. So now we're coming down past what was the Comrades Club, I think, on the right, and a very important landmark on the left, which is the Ascot grandstand, and where there's going to be a meeting tonight to do with the planning permission of what's going to happen on the car park. There's the police station on the right. Here's the grandstand on the left. So we're now coming right into the middle of Ascot. And because we wanted to see if we could buy one or two things, we'll see if we can stop a bit further on. So now goes Bank used to be, and they've closed that recently. For a place to park. Not there, I don't think.
It's disabled. There's one in here behind.
Just here. That looks okay. Right. There we go. Looks good. Outside the back shop, Coral, which is quite important for Ascot grandstand business. And there's one or two shops here which are quite important to us. So we're going to stop now. Right, June's coming down here to WH Smith's. See about getting the Digby wallets. I decided to get, what was it, 20 of them?
Yeah.
20, that should be more than enough for any filing we're likely to do in the near future. Right, let June pay for those. She'll want me to pay her later, and I go on to the next place.
I'll have your card.
No, sorry, you can do it directly. Yeah, June wanted the my plastic card, but hello, this looks interesting. Yes, but I said no. Got her car parked there still, because she'll send me a PayPal money request after she's bought it. And I've been through there and I've used their machines, and I might not use mine in a few minutes. It might take her ages to find out how to use it. So let's carry on to where we're going next. Yes, I'm going into the Boots pharmacy to see if I can get some reading glasses and peppermints for my breath and all the rest of it. So let's see. It looks like she really do the job. Stuff I'm looking for. Loads of other stuff and keep cheaper, but that'll do it, I think. Just a job. The stuff that I went in there for, we got some expert advice from the young lad, and it was all to do with going in for advice and probably medication for things like a bad cough, whatever condition, rather than just Googling it. Yeah, that was Lloyd's TSB and that was Barclays. Both of them have closed down. Walking up past Bar 1, lovely pub on the corner. That's the road down to the station and their place. June said that it may be in there. They'll have a sign up hopefully tonight. This is the planning meeting and for the permission to build on what is the racecourse. Sorry, not build on the racecourse, build on the green area of car park near the Ascot Tennis Club. We're coming up to the library here. We now know this is the pavilion. So this is where we'll be going into the planning meeting. I'll go a little bit further while we're about it, because here's the library, Ascot Library and Residential Services in there. And further up, walking up towards the Ascot grandstand. Here's one of the gates for those going to the new grandstand. Ascot reception there. Ticket office east, exit only. Entrance. And of course when we come up here we get a view of the new grandstand. I say new, it's new compared with how long the Lovelock family and the concerts and something there. In fact, I've got old video of this being built, flown from Snooker's model aeroplane. There's a character, Frankie Dettori. And just across the road is the Ascot police station. That was a nice break in the rain. So time to drive home. Back to Sunninghill. Walking back, lots of things. Had a few fireworks here only a few days ago. Jim just noticed that there's a sign about the meeting. Just there, that's the meeting this evening. About to walk into the area, private land, no parking, which is made available typically for when there are events on, and it's privately owned. I think I spoke to the proprietor not so long ago, several years ago, and the subject of the planning meeting is the patch of land which I think extends over there near to the Royal Ascot Tennis Club, but I don't know until today. I must admit, this is a lovely green patch of ground here, so although it's used for parking, it's a lovely area that of course could be used for something for the local community, other than, we don't know. That's what we'll find out tonight. Could be blocks of flats, I beg your pardon, apartments, don't know, we'll see. it's safe to cross. Like it? Yeah. Okay. Time to go home to Sunninghill, just round the corner. Got the important item, which is the EASAMS Mug and the other stuff. Snoopy's robot boat. I think June's got keys. Samantha is still working from home.
I love you. I love what I do. I love
So, getting to the end of this now. So, the main purpose of today was the trip to pick up this Adkis mug from Mikolaj in Swindon, and he found us via the EASAMS page, which, yeah, you can scroll down and it's got lots and lots of stuff. Doesn't matter. So, time to wrap up this video. The spot tracking was quite important to things like Snoopy's robot boat, so I may as well point that out. Anybody could have seen what we were doing. Setting off from here on our trip to Swindon and back. Here's our trip up and here's our trip back. Like our important time in the pub, roughly where the car was parked. So to wrap up this video, retired, happy and spending the kids' inheritance. Stare out here, at risk of getting hit by water squirters, and all it remains to say is stay safe, look after yourselves and enjoy what days we have.